Okay. So I guess that perfectly lines us up with the next subheading we have here, right? And that comes down to building a team in 2021 or in the current landscape, I suppose. So this is obviously not somewhere that you've had to be recently. You guys did the whole Godsent project a couple of years back. You've basically been a part of Fnatic for or on and off for the majority of your career. You were at Cloud9 for a little while. Now, when you look at the way that Counter Strike's going, it's obviously not as open circuit as it was 3-4 years ago, right? Even 2 years ago, I suppose. We now obviously have the partner teams with ESL, the partner teams with Blast, the partner teams with Flashpoint, and that's probably our three biggest tournament organizers at the moment. Obviously, Starladder, we haven't seen them do anything in a while. PGO, we know that they have the major. And obviously DreamHack under that ESL umbrella. Is there anyone I'm missing here that really stands out in the tier ones, boys?
Not really.
Okay, so those are the big tournaments. Do you think that this is what makes it hard now? Is that a lot of these spots are already taken up by these partner teams, or do you think it's like Valorant? Is it COVID? Is it what do you think are the biggest limitations that you have in front of you right now?
I think it's a bit of everything. Like the salaries are pretty high. They got inflated a lot. Like 3 to 5 years ago, and orgs aren't really willing to pay that much right away. I'm not saying we asked for a really high salary, but yeah, it's a bit of everything. Like you don't get as much. The sponsor aren't being shown that much. No lands. Like it's just the same matches over and over again. And there's no real like unique situations going on in CS:GO right now.
Okay, so I think well, I have a couple of things I want to ask here, but one of them has Valorant been a consideration for you? If you even played it, like have you looked at it, or is it just like ride or die CS? Like you just Counter Strike and that's it?
I've played Valorant twice, and
okay,
I can't say I like it. I would never go that direction. If I wouldn't be still playing pro, I would probably like try to go into streaming, or maybe try to develop the Swedish CS:GO scene more, or something like that.
Okay.
So you were talking about how those plans with Automatic and Sunny kind of fell through. At least it looks like it now. So what really is the plan? Do you just want to join an established team already, or is there another plan that you have?
So look,
there you go. You lagged out.
I think Chad just lagged out. You can go on.
Yeah,
sorry,
I
guys.
think I don't even remember what you said.
Well, what's the plan now that kind of like the original plans fell through?
My plans I don't really have a plan right now. I'm fine with just waiting to see what the opportunities there will be for me to jump on, or just figuring out what I really want to do as well. I'm not really in a position where I feel like I have to do something really soon. So I'd rather have my time and wait and make the right decision for me.
Okay.
Just going back to like the decision to become an in-game leader, how did you get to that point, really? Just because we know that you were in that position in the past, you had that time in Cloud9 especially, and you were always like a big voice in Fnatic, obviously. But obviously until Cloud9, I don't think you ever did like the primary in-game leadership position apart from like some of those switches that were going on with Fnatic, I feel like. So yeah, how did you get to that point where you just wanted to do it full time?
Basically in Cloud9, I really felt how fun it can be if you have a team that's actually like respecting and listening to everything you say. And as you said before, I have been in game leading for Fnatic as well, both with Pronax and without Pronax. Some tournaments Pronax didn't want to in-game lead, and I was just jump in and do it, and we would still win. So it was fine for me. And then with Dennis, we had the six tournament in a row winning streak. I was the in-game leader for all of the time with Dennis in the team. But it was mainly in Cloud9 and after Cloud9, I felt like if if I get a team that actually respects and listens to me, then I can make things like be really good for both the team and for the players. And I think I think I can teach people as well while playing with them. And I think in Cloud9 we even though we had kind of a shitty situation, we were still doing pretty decently in terms of where we placed in tournaments.
I wouldn't mind like delving in here a little bit more as to why the like not your original plan, but I guess the thought after Fnatic was, hey, let's play with Automatic and Sunny. Is there anything? Obviously, Automatic, you get to play with him for a bit before. The Sunny situation as well. They're coming off of not such great performance with Ents. He was doing in-game leading there. Automatic changing role, being primary AWPer for now quite a bit decent chunk of time. What was it about these two players that you wanted to be involved in? You like them as people? You think that they can offer a lot to a team, or was there anything more to it than that?
I think it was just a really solid core to start with. Automatic, of course, I've played with him. I know how good he is. I know how much he wants to improve. And he was like the perfect person to have in a team as the game leader. So he was an obvious choice for me. Sunny, I've talked a lot with him during the past few years, and I think we were all like on the same page about where we wanted to be, how we wanted to achieve it, and like just being on a team together with the same goal, with the same mentality, stuff like that.
All right.
I remember this. I'm pretty sure that at least it was rumored that this was supposed to be a core of a team, like before you joined Fnatic in 2019. I think that's the timeline that I'm thinking about.
It was at one point, even I think Rob said it in the top 20 interview, that Mousesports were even considering like getting Flusha and Alu. I even think there's some weird combination like that with Rob, Sunny, and Oscar, or some that was some sort of a combination. I feel like also Sunny was rumored to go to Cloud9, what Automatic was there. So these were kind of the combinations that were rumored to happen in the past, right?
Yeah, Sunny to Cloud9 was a big rumor in the past. I can't really remember me talking to the Mousesports guys about joining them. It could have happened, but I've had a lot of offers in the past few years, so I can't really remember all of them.
There, one question that a couple of people asked coming into the show was, I think Janko mentioned at one point when we had him on the show that FaZe were looking to add you to the team in one of these situations where they didn't have an in-game leader in the past like year and a half. So I can't really pinpoint that. It was kind of a big span for FaZe where they didn't really know what they were trying to do. But I think it was like after the Cloud9 time, something around that, and that you turned them down. Do you remember like that? Did that happen?
Yes. FaZe has approached me a lot of times during the years. Both with Nico on the team and without Nico on the team. Like even when they had the JKM Alu lineup back then as well. But yeah, like I never felt like I would get to be the in-game leader I want to be in FaZe, especially with Nico on the team. I think it would be hard for me to just come in and like demand the respect and demand everyone to start listening to me and stuff like that.
That seems to be a theme with FaZe, to be fair.
It must be a difficult spot to in-game leader, especially now that like Carrigan's going to be the first real in-game leader they've had like full-time since Carrigan, which was what 2018, I think that was.
Yeah, late 2018, early 2019.
I wouldn't mind going in this direction with you, Robert, for a second, just like as a thought experiment, because you mentioned that potentially you would consider doing something more locally within Sweden. Do you think, right now, we've asked this question to a couple of guests in recent times who we've had on, Swedes predominantly, about the Swedish scene and the next kind of wave of talent coming through. how, first of all, how closely connected are you with that group, right? What is it? Is it eSport? I don't know what it's called. You got your own like pug system over there, right?
Yeah.
Is there enough raw talent there that somebody that you thinks that you could grab and help mold? And if so, right, would that be a project that you would be interested in, like as a long-term thing?
I think there's a lot of talent in Sweden. You can't really just see them right now. I think Swedes have this personality trait that everyone wants to be the superstar, and teams can't really work if all 5 wants to do the same thing. There's not a lot of Swedes that take on the shitter roles, you know. So I think that's why you don't see a lot of Swedish talent, because their teams are generally not winning, but the players might be doing good individually, but not winning games. So for me, if I wanted to stay locally and develop Swedish players, then I think I would maybe not try to get to be a really good team, but mainly like improve them and maybe become a farm team or something like that, you know.
Lemon dogs, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and help the Swedish scene in that way, you know.
Okay. I was just wondering, like, if we were going to see Flusher do like an Ant style project, you know, fucking pretend you're Alu for a little while, maybe minus all the drama, strap 4 kids on your back and see if you can take them to a major grand final. But that was just one thought I was having there, because I think when you consider all the people who have kind of retired from the Swedish scene or have stepped down from these bigger teams in recent times, I'd say you're probably the best man for the job, right? Like, it seems like somebody with your level of experience there is needed in that industry, especially like Get Right's going to streaming. He's not, you know, building up that in any way there. Prof Striker, do you have anything you want to ask here? And then what I want to try and do with Robin is we'll try and put him out for sale. We'll put him on a shop window here, and we'll let the world know.
No, I'm good for now.
Okay.
Can't think of anything at
All
this
right.
point.
So this is what I've got, Robin. You correct me as we're going here if I've fucked anything up. Basically, 3-time major winner, man who won the first major ever, is on the market now. I don't know if you're a free agent or if you're still under contract with Fnatic or you need to get bought out of it. Okay, so people you need fucking deep pockets, all right? But this man, he wants to in-game lead, happy to do international Counter-Strike. If you got enough money, probably happy enough to do Swedish Counter-Strike. That's what we're putting you out there for. We're going to put you out on the shop corner. What other details am I missing here? I think other than the fact that you would be a fantastic teammate based off of the roles and stuff that you played within teams, and I don't think you could find too many people more experienced. Are we missing anything here, boys?
Just the team can't have like 2 big egos. I think that's the thing that we lined out for the rest of the players on the team.
Seems pretty easy.
Also a player you can meme about a lot, you know.
Yeah. He's happy with a good joke. I always will knife people and tilt them. Does enjoy memeing on people as well. So I think we've got a lot of positives there to go off. There's a lot of good things to go off there.